Hello everyone. Since the quality of Windows 11 update has been questionable for some time, I've been wondering how to install a system update without thinking that it's going to break my computer. And I came out to the conclusion that the only way is to create a habit of preparation that includes using System Restore and Windows Backup, disabling Windows Update, and checking for updates manually days after the quality update has been released, knowing that it doesn't have any big issues that can negatively affect my experience. So if you want to know how I did this, continue watching. First, I enable System Restore, which is a built-in feature that helps safeguard your computer by creating restore points, which are snapshots of the system's state at a given time. These restore points act as a recovery option, allowing you to revert to a previous working state after installing a buggy update. To enable System Restore on Windows 11, I did this. I went to the Start menu and I looked for Create Restore Point. And then from here, I just went to this page. Then I selected the local drive, and then on Configure, I just needed to turn on this feature. Click Apply, click OK, and OK again. So after enabling System Restore, we need to create an actual restore point before installing a system update. And to do that, I just went to the Start menu and I looked for Restore Point again. And then I just proceeded to create a restore point. And in here, I'm just going to name it Recovery Before Installing System Update that I'm about to install. In this case, February 2026. And then I clicked on the Create button. So now the system is going to create a restore point that includes all the files, install applications, system settings, and a registry backup. And now I can proceed to install the latest quality update on the device. However, in case it is not enough and the restore point doesn't work, I always recommend creating a full backup. Now, Windows 11 still comes with the legacy Backup Out and Store tool to create daily automatic backups to external storage. The benefit of this approach is that you can set it once and then you only need to check whether the backup has been created before proceeding with a system update. So to schedule automatic backups, I just need to connect a USB hard drive with enough space to store all the data from this computer. But you also have to remember that USB flash drives are not supported. So you need to use an actual USB hard drive. And then I just went to the Start menu, and then from Control Panel, I did a search for backup, and then on Backup and Restore, I clicked on the Setup a Backup option. Then I selected the external storage that I had connected to the computer. And then I went to the Let Me Choose option. And in here, I just clear all these options. And I only check the Include a System Image of drives. This will include a full backup of your computer into the backup. And now in here, I always recommend just to use the Daily option. And then we just need to save the settings, and then the system is going to create the first full backup. And this might take some time depending on the data that it's available on the computer. Now, one of the biggest problems with Windows Update is the lack of control over when updates are installed on the computer. However, it is possible to stop automatic updates on Windows 11 Home and Pro while retaining the ability to check for updates manually. And to stop Windows 11 from downloading updates automatically, I only needed to open Command Prompt as an administrator. Actually, I'm going to use the terminal. And then the only thing that I needed to do was to run this command and then restore the computer to disable Windows updates on the computer. So basically the command tells the operating system not to scan for updates automatically. However, you will still be able to check for updates manually from the Windows Update settings. I'm not going to restore the computer right now. However, to revert the changes, I can always run this command. Microsoft releases quality updates every second Tuesday of every month. Before checking for updates, the best approach is to check two sources to confirm whether the new release is safe to install on the computer. The first source is a Windows 11 Update History page, which is this one right here. And on the support side, Microsoft publishes the fixes, changes, new features, and known issues for each release of updates that the operating system gets. For example, at the time of recording, the latest version of Windows is version 25H2. And then if we look at the update that we wanted to install, we just need to click on that update, and then we'll scroll down to the bottom of the page. And here Microsoft is going to list a section called known issues in this update. And from here, you can read and understand the known issues for that particular update. If there are any issues that could negatively affect your experience, it is recommended not to install the update. It's important to note that virtually every update release includes known issues. So you have to understand if that particular issue could affect your experience. For example, if a particular update breaks remote desktop, but you don't use a feature, in theory, you can still apply the patch on your computer. Now, if the update includes boot issues or a bug that you understand will affect your computer, then it is better to wait until a permanent fix becomes available. And after that, you can install the update on your computer. Microsoft also offers the Windows Message Center page, which publishes information about problems and fixes for all supported versions of the operating system. From here, you can read all the latest issues and fixes that Microsoft communicates to the public. If you notice a known issue that can affect your experience using your computer, it is better to wait until a permanent fix becomes available. Alongside known issues, users usually report problems as they happen. You can always do a simple search on the web, noting the name of the update. For example, you can go to your favorite search engine, just go to Bing, and then just do a query like this. Does Windows 11 update KB5074-109 have any problems? And then just do that search. And then you might be able to find issues regarding that particular update. Now, if you don't know the actual technical name of the update, you can simply say, does Windows 11 January 2026 update has any problems, something that the search engine can understand to give you the information that you need. Regardless of whether the Windows 11 update has issues, my recommendation is to never install quality updates on day one. Instead, wait a few days. If you don't know when to install the update, then pick the last Tuesday of every month instead of the original second Tuesday of the month. This should allow enough time for any issues to receive a proper solution in the form of workaround or out-of-band update if necessary. And with all this preparation, now we can actually install the cumulative update on the computer. And to do that, I just went to the Start menu and look for Settings. And then from here, I just went to the Windows Update settings. And for your primary computer, you always want to disable this option and then just click the Check for Updates button. Then the computer will communicate with the Windows Update servers and it's going to download the latest update on your computer. Now, if you're running into issues after installing an update, there are 3 different ways that you can recover. The easiest is to uninstall the update. And to do that, it is possible to go to the Settings tab, and then on Windows Update, we need to go to Update History, and then at the bottom of the page, we're going to find the Uninstall Updates settings. And from here, anyone should be able to click the Uninstall button and then just remove the update. But sometimes you might even get errors trying to uninstall the update. And sometimes depending on when you're trying to uninstall the update, you might not be able to do so. And you might get errors such as the 0x800F0905. Now, if this is the case, now we need to use the tools that we used to prepare before installing updates. Now, the first way to recover after a buggy update is to use a restore point. So System Restore offers different ways to recover Windows 11. If you have access to the desktop, you can use the restore point to recover the system to a previous working state. If you don't have access to the desktop because there is a boot issue, you can always use the recovery tools in safe mode or the Windows recovery environment. You can check the link in the description to know how to access your computer in safe mode and how to enter into the Windows recovery environment. Now, to recover Windows 11 using a restore point after installing a buggy update, we will have to open the Start menu and look for System Restore. And then from here, I just need to click on System Restore. Click Next, and then we select the restore point that we created before installing the update. You can also click the Scan for affected programs. So if you install any applications after creating a system restore, this process will also remove those applications. But your files and other applications installed before the system restore was created will be preserved. And then by clicking Finish, the system restore is going to roll back the system to the time before the update was installed. And this will make your computer usable one more time. Now, if we need to recover the computer from backup and you still have access to the desktop, we can use the recovery settings in order to enter the Windows recovery environment. Now, if the computer does not boot correctly, we're going to have to boot into the Windows recovery environment using different methods. You can also check the link in the description to learn the different ways to access Advanced Startup. But if we have access to the desktop, we need to go to to the Settings app, and then from System, we go to Recovery. And then from here, we need to click the Restart Now button for Advanced Startup. In the Windows Recovery environment, we need to click on Troubleshoot, then Advanced Options, and then from here, we need to go to the More Recovery options, and then we need to click on System Image Recovery. Now, it is important that you have the USB hard drive connected to the computer so the feature can look for the latest backup. By default, the feature is going to select the latest backup available, but if you need to select a different one, you can use this one right here. And then we just need to go to the Next button, then Next again, and then we just need to click the Finish button. Now, this process will reset the computer to the time where you created the full backup. This means that any files, apps, settings, or anything else will be deleted. So make sure that if you use this method, then you have to make sure that you have a backup of your files before proceeding. I don't need to restore the computer to a previous state, so I'm going to click Cancel. And I'm going to continue to Windows 11. And that's it. This is a process that I'm going to be using to install system updates on the computer, just in case something happens with an update, and then I have a way to recover the computer quickly. Let me know in the comments what you think about this strategy to install updates. Like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.